evening and welcome to Front Page on AIM Network, India's definitive media organization on everything AI and technology. Front Page is powered by Cypher 2025, India's biggest AI summit and expo. So let's go ahead and start with the headlines tonight. After billion-dollar exits at Mosaic ML and Nirvana, Rao leaves $100 billion Databricks to launch a startup tackling the soaring costs of AI compute with novel hardware architecture. India doubles its sovereign AI roster to 12 foundation model teams as Yotta backs the mission with a $1.5 billion order for 8,000 NVIDIA Blackwell GPUs to supercharge national LLM development. With 4,096 India AI backed GPUs and support for 11 Indian languages, Sarvam's new Samvaad platform turns WhatsApp into a nationwide hub for voice-driven commerce, support, and services. Telangana kicks off rural AI transformation with precision farming, e-governance dashboards, and links to a 25,000 GPU Hyderabad supercluster, showcasing how India's AI push spans from village fields to global scale infrastructure. Silicon Valley just got a jolt. Naveen Rao, the man who built and sold two AI startups and turned Databricks into a generative AI powerhouse, is leaving, this time to build an entirely new kind of computer. Databricks confirmed Rao's exit and said, "Seems like it," and will shift to an advisory role while also investing in his own new venture. Early talks with investors are already underway. The goal? Well, tackle the AI compute cost crisis by creating a novel type of computer purpose built for the next wave of large scale AI. Why the market is ripe since 2012. AI training compute needs have doubled every 3.4 months, far outpacing Moore's law. Traditional hardware costs slash performance improvements have slowed to once in every 10 to 16 years. At current trends, large AI experiments could cost $200 billion within 5 to 6 years. That gap between demand and hardware efficiency is exactly where Rao sees opportunity. Specialized computing architectures that make large-scale AI affordable again. Rao isn't just another executive jumping ship. He's a proven builder of AI infrastructure. Sold Nirvana systems to Intel in 2016 for $350 million, where he later ran Intel's AI products group. Built Mosaic ML, acquired by Databricks in 2023 for $1.3 billion, bringing cutting-edge generative AI tooling to the 100 billion valued platform. His track record puts him in the same league as Mira Murati, Thinking Machines, with a valuation of $10 billion, and Brett Taylor, Sierra, a $10 billion valuation again. Tech leaders who actually left big roles to launch startups with billion-dollar ambitions. Databricks just raised $1 billion at a $100 billion valuation, making it one of the most valuable private AI companies. Rao leaves at a moment when venture capital is flooding into AI chips and compute startups, all chasing ways to break NVIDIA's 80 to 90% market dominance. His new venture will actually join a red-hot field of AI hardware challengers, but with something few can match: deep experience in both AI algorithms and hardware design, plus an investor-ready track record. Why does this matter? Because this isn't just another startup story. It's a strategic bet on the next era of computing. If Rao succeeds, He could redefine how AI workloads are powered, making training and inference dramatically cheaper. For enterprises, this could mean faster innovation cycles and lower barriers to entry in generative AI. For investors, it's the chance to back a founder who has already turned two bold ideas into billion-dollar exits. And now, back home. Big news coming from India. The Indian government has announced a new lineup as part of India AI Phase 2. Now, India has gone from 4 to 12 foundation model teams. Sources told AIM that 8 new firms are set to join the mission's flagship foundation model initiative: Bharat Gen, Fractal, Tech Mahindra, to 12 model building teams. Union IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has repeatedly stated that the objective is clear. Each selected team must aim to be among the global top 5 in its chosen field, whether that is multilingual large language models, speech AI, or multimodal applications. Among the most closely watched entrants is Bharat Gen, funded by the DST and led by Professor Ganesh Ramakrishnan of IIT Bombay, with collaborators from IIT Kanpur, IIT Mandi, IIT Madras, IIT Hyderabad, IIIT Hyderabad, and IIM Indore. In May 2025, Bharat Gen launched Param 1, a 2.9 billion parameter bilingual LLM built entirely from scratch. Crucially, 25% of its training corpus is Indic data, orders of magnitude higher than Meta's Llama, which contains just 0.01% Indic content. The consortium has also released 20 speech models across 19 Indian languages on its AI Kosh platform, explicitly targeting voice first interfaces for India's multilingual population. Ramakrishnan earlier told AIM that the announcement of our models has already come from the DST secretary, end quote, signaling that Bharat Gen is now ready for full scale deployment. Fractal, the Mumbai based AI powerhouse, is also entering phase 2 with very serious momentum. Its open source LLM, Fathom R1 114B, delivers mathematical reasoning performance approaching OpenAI's O4 Mini, and does so at a post training cost of just $499. Fractal plans an IPO later this year, using the public markets to fuel expansion and further model development. This combination of open source innovation and capital market ambition positions Fractal as one of India's most globally competitive AI players. Tech Mahindra's selection underscores how India's IT majors are moving from services to core AI research and productization, while startups such as Avatar.ai, Zentique.ai, GenLoop, IntelliHealth, and Shod AI represent a new generation of specialized builders, from multimodal interfaces to health AI platforms, giving phase 2 both scale and diversity. Model ambitions are meaningless without compute, and India AI's compute pillar is being scaled just as aggressively. In May 2025, the government disclosed a 34,000 GPU national capacity sourced from a mix of public and private players. Leading the charge is Yotta Data Services, which has ordered 8,000 NVIDIA Blackwell B200 GPUs, a $1.5 billion investment. According to CEO Sunil Gupta in an exclusive AIM interview, Gupta confirmed these systems will be operational by December January, effectively doubling Yotta's existing fleet of 8,000 H100s. Already, this infrastructure is powering India's most ambitious LLM projects. Sarvam AI runs on 4,096 GPUs, backed by petabytes of high speed parallel and object storage, all on a dedicated NVIDIA DGX Cloud Lepton layer. Socket AI recently secured 1,536 GPUs for dataset building and initial model training. To lower barriers for enterprises and startups, Yotta has built an API based platform as a service layer, allowing teams to train and deploy models without owning hardware. Phase 2 marks a strategic inflection point. India is no longer content to be a passive consumer of global AI models. By funding Indic first foundation models, guaranteeing domestic compute capacity and demanding global class performance, the India AI mission is laying the groundwork for technological sovereignty. If these 12 teams succeed, India will not just participate in the next wave of AI, it will help define it. In our next story, while the India AI mission's phase 2 expansion sets the stage, Sarvam, which was selected in the phase 1, is already turning that vision into reality with Samvaad, AI agents on WhatsApp in 11 Indian languages. Yes, India's homegrown AI startup Sarvam just launched Samvaad, voice plus chat AI agents that talk to you in 11 Indian languages directly inside WhatsApp. The distinction is that this isn't just another chatbot, it's voice calls, chat, KYC, lead qualification, and even order taking, all happening in the same WhatsApp thread, powered by Meta's new business calling API. So here is how it works. You're chatting with a business on WhatsApp. Suddenly, you want to switch to a call. Normally, that's a huge mess. But with Samvad, you can jump seamlessly from chat to voice without leaving the thread. These AI agents aren't stiff or robotic either. They understand Hindi, Tamil, Bengali, Kannada, 11 languages in total, and respond with region specific authenticity. And this is not just for fun. Enterprises are already using Samvad for sales, lead qualification, and follow ups, support, instant customer service in your own language, operations, booking tickets, filing KYC, capturing orders, even purchasing with just voice. Sarvam has built this on a no code platform, so businesses can deploy AI agents in days instead of months. Templates for sales, support, and logistics are already baked in. But here's the exciting part. Sarvam isn't just building AI apps, it is also building India's first sovereign large language model under the India AI mission, backed by a 10,000 crore rupee fund and 40,000 GPUs allocated to startups. In fact, Sarvam bagged a record 4,096 NVIDIA H100 GPUs via Yotta Data Services, one of the largest GPU allocations in India's history. And remember, their 24 billion parameter model, Sarvam M, that was just the warm up. Their goal is to release a 70 billion parameter model built from scratch, trained for India, by India, optimized for Indic languages. As for the funding, locked. They raised $41 million Series A from Lightspeed and Peak 15 and Khosla Ventures. The backers, well, they are solid as well. Even Google DeepMind's Gemma team is working with them on translation models. Sarvam isn't playing small. Think about this. India has 500 million WhatsApp users. 80% of commerce, support, and even government services already run on it. Now imagine this: every railway booking, every insurance claim, every doctor's appointment handled by AI agents that speak your language, understand your accent, and work at population scale. That's the future Sarvam is betting on. And with Meta's backing, WhatsApp is the perfect launchpad. This isn't just about convenience, it's actually about sovereignty. While the world debates whether OpenAI or Anthropic will dominate, India is quietly building its own path with startups like Sarvam at the center. So, next time you get a WhatsApp ping in Hindi, Tamil, or Bengali, don't be surprised. If it's not your friend, it might just be India's first sovereign AI agent calling you. And joining us on front page today is Shruti Agarwal, the force behind Sarvam AI's conversational AI business and the brain leading Samvaad, India's boldest move yet in multilingual AI. An alumna of Harvard Business School and IIT Kanpur, Shruti's journey has spanned Google Engineering Labs, McKinsey strategy rooms, and Blackstone's investment desks. Now, she is shaping how 500 million Indians on WhatsApp will talk to businesses and government services in their own language and, most importantly, in their own voice. Ladies and gentlemen, Shruti Agarwal, head of conversational AI, Sarvam AI. Welcome to the show, Shruti. But before anything else, I have to do this. Namaskara, Hegidira. Apni kemon achin. And that's about it. I ran out. Welcome to the show.
Hey,
Hi,
hi so
Shruti.
much. Thank you so much for having me online, Sudhi. Really, really excited to be on this show. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we very excited to dive deep. Did you get my welcomes in two different languages? I tried my level best.
No, unfortunately, I'm not as multilingual as Samvad
I'm
is,
s-
so I
I'm
have to
sorry,
rely.
I can't hear you, Shruti.
Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, okay. No, I'm saying unfortunately, I'm not as multilingual as Samvad is. I still have to
Okay.
rely on this for translation.
But what a wonderful tool to head, though. That's true.
Exactly, exactly. Internally, we keep using our own models for running like small experiments around translation. So, in fact, my team has built out one app for people like me. And yeah.
I must congratulate your team, and I'm sure you do so every day as well. All right, so getting right into it, Sarvam AI has just unveiled Samvad, AI voice plus chat agents that work natively inside WhatsApp across 11 Indian languages. letting users switch from text to live voice. Well, I'm sure you already know that, but I'm coming to the question, just making sure that everyone is on page with us. With over 500 million Indians already on WhatsApp, that's a huge number. How do you see Samvaad transforming the way businesses and citizens interact with services every day, Shruti?
Yeah, I think a wonderful place to start, Sudhi. And when we started at Sarvam, voice AI in India was still very, very nascent. And it
Hmm.
was a very early bet that Sarvam took along four pillars of theses, right? Like, we firstly believe that India is very voice first. And if you look at WhatsApp as a surface and the way we Indians interact over WhatsApp,
Hmm.
people may not type messages, but they will send voice notes, right? Like, even the way I
Absolutely.
interact on a day-to-day basis with my friends will be by sending voice notes. It's just too,
Sure.
takes too much effort to type things out. When people
Hmm.
type, they will type in English or they will mix
Right.
English with native language. So it's a
And
very
of course,
unique.
deal with the nightmares of typos as well and autocorrect and all of those situations. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So Indians have a very unique way of interacting with each other, with services, with businesses. So we took a bet that the way people will consume AI in India, it has to be in their own language, in a language they are comfortable in, and people will not match AI. AI has to go and match and meet people where they are. WhatsApp is
Nice.
a great service for that. As you mentioned, it already has 500 million users in India. So of course, it becomes a very natural way for bringing AI from urban centers, people working in corporates, right into the hands of the grassroots in India,
Sure.
and really enabling people in tier three, tier four cities, rural areas to leverage the power of AI in their day-to-day operations. So that is when we took this bet of making AI voice first, Indic language enabled, and omni-channel. So not just WhatsApp, Samvad is a platform that even supports telephone calls. For a lot of users who may be
Nice.
using feature phones, they can access AI over telephone calls. So it's an omni-channel experience. And what we believe is that for the next billion users in India, this is what will really bring that next lever of growth, where you can access AI in your language, a surface you are familiar and comfortable with. And there is no hassle between trying to log into a portal, trying to access the
Hmm.
internet. All of that is abstracted away, and what you have is a beautiful interface where you are getting answers to your queries, where you can book an appointment, where you can update your documents. Whatever you require is available at your fingertips.
Shruti, again, I mean, I must congratulate you. It's a huge, huge breakthrough. WhatsApp already is the backbone of commerce and public services in India.
Mhm.
So, what made it the obvious first platform for Samvad, and how does Meta's business calling API open up new
Mhm.
possibilities for a truly voice first experience?
Absolutely. So, as I mentioned, WhatsApp is a surface which is truly permeated in the Indian context. Roughly 60% of India's population is using WhatsApp in some shape or form today. So, it
Hmm.
becomes a very natural interface when you're trying to reach out to the very last mile users in India, reaching out to them over a surface like WhatsApp versus expecting people to download a new app. It is always easier to reach out to people on a surface that they are already familiar with. Secondly, when we talk about the WhatsApp business calling API, it really creates that difference where people do not need to leave, as you had described in your example also, Sudeep. People, if you are, say, interacting with an AI assistant, which is
Hmm.
helping you get a refund for a claim that you have raised, maybe on an e-commerce platform.
True.
Today, you will need to navigate away, make a telephone call to a human agent in case you need to. What the WhatsApp business API enables is that you don't need to leave the surface at all. The business will be able to trigger a call to the user on the WhatsApp interface itself. The agent on call will be able to get context of the chat that is going on, which is also what you see in Samvad's demo. The
Hmm.
alpha that we bring at Sarvam is that both of these can be operated by an AI agent. The chat which is happening on the
Hmm.
WhatsApp
Hmm.
text
Hmm.
is an AI agent. The call which comes to you will be by an AI agent. Both of these agents will be sharing and storing context, which is common, and will be able to embellish the conversation with each other. So truly omni-channel in that sense. It can also run hybrid conversations between WhatsApp and a telephone call. So you name the
Wow.
surface,
Okay.
the backend remains agnostic. Wherever the users are most comfortable using, wherever the
Hmm.
businesses are most comfortable in terms of reaching out to their users, this kind of a platform can be deployed in a very seamless and fast manner.
Wonderful. So, basically getting an AI to speak naturally in Hindi, because this must have been a task, Shruti. Tamil, Kannada, or all of the 11 languages. What was very tough probably would have been capturing the local accents and idioms, which is, well, very notoriously difficult. So, what
Mhm.
was the hardest linguistic or cultural challenge you faced in making Samvad feel authentically Indian? That must have been a big one.
Hmm. No, it's a very interesting question that you bring up. So, one feedback we constantly receive from our customers is that our agents sound very natural and human-like.
Hmm. Hmm.
In the sense that the way you and I will interact with each other, there'll be filler words, there will be pauses. We will
Yes.
use, statements like hmm. So these agents sound very, very natural. And as you rightly said, it is difficult to create models which are able to meet all of these requirements,
Sure.
and especially for Indian languages. So, Samvad today covers 11 Indian languages, which represent 89% of native language speakers in India. And for
Wow.
widely spoken languages like Hindi, Tamil, perhaps even Kannada, there is data which is readily available. Samvad even supports languages like Odia, Gujarati,
Hmm.
Bengali,
Hmm.
which
Hmm.
typically no other platform can. And the way these models have been built for Samvad is that Sarvam uses, like we at Sarvam use our own text to speech model, we use our own translation models, we use our own speech recognition models. And these
Hmm.
models have been trained from scratch on data in Indian languages. The corpora that we use for training these models has a lot less data which is sensitive or which does not suit Indian
Ah, okay.
examples compared to the common internet corpus. So our team,
Hmm.
we have a very large R&D team in-house, and not just use primary data, we use synthetic data gen pipelines on top of it. We have an in-house team of language experts which validates the performance of all of these models before they go into production. So very large ecosystem in-house which has been developed to ensure the performance of these models in Indian languages beats benchmarks. So these models are truly state of the art. And some of these benchmarks are also published on our website and blogs in terms of how these models beat frontier models when it comes to performance in Indian languages. Some very
Fabulous. Because, especially, I mean, one thought comes to my mind, Shruti, is the nuances. I mean, those are
Hmm.
the really tough ones to get. And you just explained a very rigorous, laborious process. But for you to crack that, I must say it is a huge congratulations to you and your team, because the nuance is the toughest.
Absolutely. So, as you point out the nuances, right? Like very simple nuances. For example, if I want to create an AI agent that can reach out to all users and help them update their details in Aadhaar. Now, if this agent cannot pronounce Aadhaar as Aadhaar, it pronounces it as
Hmm.
Aadhaar. That ruins the purpose. Or let's say an ABHA ID, which is the Ayushman Bharat ID for health
Hmm.
access.
Hmm.
The agents which are frontier models, they're not able to pronounce ABHA as ABHA, they will call it ABHA. But at
Hmm.
Sarvam, we have managed to train Samvad on Indian data, which already has nuances like these built in. So these models are able to capture these intonations, abbreviations in a very specific manner, and they sound very natural. They will not pronounce Aadhaar as Aadhaar, or they will not pronounce
Right.
Abha as ABHA. They are able to identify these specifics. Similarly, in terms of different accents, different intonations, different dialects, these models are trained on a lot of speech and language data from these specific regions with synthetic data generation done on top of it. And again, these are able to capture these specificities as well.
Wonderful. And a big congratulations again. Fascinating stuff. So basically, rolling out AI agents nationwide means dealing with compute limits, privacy concerns, big one there, Shruti, and patchy bandwidth, another big one. So, what have been the biggest hurdles in taking Samvad from pilot to population scale? And how are you addressing trust and data sovereignty concerns?
Mhm. So Samvad is a platform which has been built around sovereignty as a foundational pillar. That
Hmm.
is the entire thesis around owning the entire stack in-house. So at Sarvam, we do not use any external models. We own the entire full stack from the models layer to the hosting layer to the application layer, which is Samvad. Having this entire stack in-house also means that we have the capability to deploy it in a completely sovereign manner, such that no data will leave the customer's premise if they want that to happen. If a customer
Wow.
wants it to be hosted over a cloud, that is also something that can be enabled. But it's a platform that by design meets all kinds of data privacy security requirements, regulations, the DPDP Act, which is anticipated to be rolled out and implemented soon. So by design, Samvad is designed as a platform with all data hosted in India, trained on Indic language data on Indian compute. First platform of its kind to do that. And by doing this is it's how Indian enterprises, especially in the banking financial services sector, where you are
Sure.
dealing with a lot of citizen scale data. The only way you are able to get confidence is if that data is like stored in a perfectly secure and
Sure.
private manner, which is what we are able to do at Samvad. Full streams of encryption, authentication, data security are all enabled on this platform end to end, which is what really makes the difference between doing a thing for a pilot versus taking it to production, and
Yeah.
that too at commercial scale. It's very easy to create demos and pilot bots, but to
Sure.
create something that works accurately at scale, keeping everything secure and reliable, that is where the difference comes in, which we have managed to crack.
So, well, clearly the fact that everyone can have peace of mind that their data is safe and there's no problem there. So, basically, I want to move on to this now, Shruti. As OpenAI and Anthropic race ahead globally, which we had mentioned earlier as well, why is it essential for India to build its own conversational AI stack? One, and what risks do we run if we rely only on foreign models instead of creating homegrown platforms like Samvad?
Great question, Sudhir, and we get asked this a lot, right? Like, if you compare
Oh, I think it's I. If you can still hear me, I can't see you, Shruti. But if you can still hear me, I just wanted to say that there seems to be a network problem. All right. I think we are finding a slight technical issue with Shruti's connection, but till now it's been a very enthralling conversation. Of course, we're trying to bring Shruti back. There she is. Hi, Shruti, you're back again. We thought we lost you for a second.
Hi, Sudhir. Sorry, I think I lost connectivity for the last 30
No
seconds.
worries, no worries.
What I was mentioning is that while these frontier models are great for languages like English, but when it comes to performance for Indian language, and we were discussing some of these nuances, right? These models are not able to understand Indic
Hmm.
accents, Indic
Hmm.
intonations. In fact, like there are examples again published on Sarvam's blogs where the transcript of a frontier model has captured somebody saying something very differently. And if that
Hmm.
context is lost, then the agent will not be able to fulfill that task. So, to capture these specific intonations, dialects, be able to meet the kind of use cases, be really able to reach every Indian in their native language, you do require something which is trained on primary data in India, which can capture all of these very specific nuances, which
Sure.
can be customized and fine tuned for specific applications if required, which a frontier model cannot do. So that
Hmm.
is requirement number one. Secondly, we spoke about sovereignty briefly, but sovereignty is a very important principle, especially when it comes to safeguarding and protecting citizen data. So having a fully sovereign stack, something which is trained in India, hosted in India, all the compute and inferencing is happening in India, ensures that the data of citizens is fully protected and secure.
Sure.
Again, using frontier models, you cannot ensure that. You don't know where the data is hosted. Is it in India? Is it outside
Hmm.
India? Right? So, having a tech allows you to have full control over your data, compute, and models, which is why we very strongly believe in this thesis of sovereignty, and which is what we are trying to solve under the India AI mission as well, that you spoke
Wonderful,
about earlier.
wonderful. That just actually speaks volumes, Shruti. So, moving on, Samvad is designed as a no-code platform, which talks about the ease of use, templates for sales, support, KYC, and logistics. So, the question is, how will this speed of deployment change the way small businesses, government services, and
Hmm.
large enterprises deliver customer engagement over the next 12 to 18 months?
Yeah, absolutely. And not just templates, right? At Samvad, we have created a no code platform where anybody can spin off one of these agents in a time span less than 1 day. And when I say 1 day, it is not a demo agent, it is something which can be rolled out into production. And that is the speed at which our team is working on at right now. What this allows you to do is Pilots are no longer expensive. We are very excited for as many businesses to come on board and try these capabilities out.
Nice.
And you can truly go from like 0 to 100 in the span of one day at scale, at whatever scale is required for a business. This platform is capable of scaling up or down basis seasonality, basis your business's requirements. So it's truly customizable and truly like foundational in that sense, where you do not need to have shell out a lot of money to get started with AI. It really brings AI to your fingertips. You don't need to learn prompt engineering. You don't need to learn the backend engineering. All of that is abstracted away, and you can get one of these agents deployed live over a telephone call, over a
Very
WhatsApp.
quickly, Shruti, sorry, very quickly, could you share a
Yeah,
few examples like you just talked about in terms of the fact that you're inviting people on and it's easy, you can scale. Could you share what's the response been like and with a few examples very quickly, if that would be nice for the entire audience to understand?
yeah. So in fact, like today also, and I'll not share specific names, but today also we
Sure.
are live with large banks, NBFCs, insurance companies in India, where people are leveraging the Samvaad platform to develop their own agents, put them into production in a matter of hours. So that is
Hmm.
the kind of speed we are seeing with this platform. And again, these are not demo use cases; these are use cases which have scaled to millions of conversations per day.
Wonderful.
So truly population scale in that sense works reliably, works in a very accurate and secure manner, which is why we are seeing this kind of adoption. So, not just you don't need to rely on Sarvam to build these agents out for you. This is a platform which can be embedded within an enterprise's setup itself, and people
Hmm.
can build their own agents on top of it. So, again, like our website contains a lot of these details in terms of how this platform was built, what kind of capabilities does it provide, and again, curious users can go to it and check us out. Would love to see that.
Nice. Trust me, we are all very, very curious. Of course, you talked about this. It's user friendly. The roadmap looks good, which brings me to 2026, which is, do you see Samvad becoming the default interface for everyday tasks, which is banking, healthcare, even government services? And what does success look like for Sarvam in India's AI future?
I think the only way to define success will be to say there's a billion people using Samvad on a day-to-day basis. That is how
Amen
we
to
define
that.
it. Sorry, Sudhi, I couldn't catch
I
you.
said amen to that.
That's how we see it, and the way that truly is not just one sector or one vertical. We want to make it truly, truly conversational, bring it to the fingertips of every Indian. So we are working with banks, we are working with NBFCs, we are working with the public sector, government enterprises, you name it, the platform is supporting customers of that nature. So truly applicable across various diverse verticals and industries, working with both B2B enterprises, B2C enterprises, working directly with consumers, working with small developers, builders who want to experiment with it, working with very large enterprises who want to do millions of calls a day at scale. Right, so the applications are very, very diverse, but the goal is very uniform. A billion active users is where we want to be.
Wonderful. Shruti, of course, thank you so much for joining us and for giving us such wonderful updates and also sharing the roadmap, the fact that it is safe, everyone has peace of mind. And we, of course, from AIM Network, wish you and your team at Sarvam all the best. And of course, it's befitting. I have to wish you bye bye by doing it this way. If I don't get the pronunciation right, I will use Samvad, I promise you. Nala Dirshtam, Shubha Vagali, and then it is finally Shubhecha. I hope that worked. I hope you understood what I was trying to say. I was saying all the best.
Wonderful, wonderful interacting with you, Sudhi, and thank you so much for inviting me onto this platform. Thank you to all the users who are and the viewers who are watching this right now, and we look forward to welcoming all of you on Samvad and bringing it to all of your fingertips. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me tonight.
Really appreciate having you with us. Thank you so much and best of luck.
Thank
Well,
you.
there you have it. That was Shruti, the head of conversational AI at Sarvam AI, giving us some fabulous inputs and telling us that the future looks sovereign, the future looks bright, and the fact that we should all contribute towards hitting that 1 billion user mark that Shruti is talking about. Well, wishing them, her team, and everyone at Sarvam, and Samvaad all the best. Of course, moving on now, finally, to our well, it's the final story on front page. It's not Bengaluru or Hyderabad grabbing today's AI headlines. It's Adavi Srirampur, a quiet farming village in Telangana's Mancherial district. Now, officially, the state's first AI village. And yes, this isn't just a photo opportunity, it's a full scale blueprint for how rural India can leap straight into the age of artificial intelligence. Adavi Srirampur has gone from cotton fields to code labs in under a year. Precision farming networks now track soil moisture, crop stress, and pest risks, helping farmers plan irrigation and harvest with almost lab level accuracy. AI driven market analytics forecast price swings and demand patterns so small farmers can decide when and where to sell. Village e governance dashboards powered by machine learning streamline everything from water supply to welfare disbursement. Services that once took days now happen in hours. This isn't just a pilot that dies on paper, it's actually a working demonstration of how AI can hardwire productivity and transparency into India's rural economy. Adavi Srirampur is the microcosm of a much larger state strategy. Over the last 12 months, Telangana has built an AI stack that rivals anything in the global south. 10,500 crore rupees NTT Data AI cluster in Hyderabad, a 400 megawatt supercomputing campus with 25,000 GPUs designed to host India's most powerful AI infrastructure. TGDeX, yes, India's first state led AI data exchange, already live with 500 plus clean public datasets, subsidized compute, and mentoring for startups across the state. 200-acre AI city project. Partnerships with Microsoft, NVIDIA, AWS, and Meta focused on research labs, startup accelerators, and next generation skills training. Together, these pieces from India's first state level AI public infrastructure, from rural proof points to global scale compute. AI training needs have been doubling every 3.4 months since 2012, while hardware cost slash performance improvements now take a decade. Telangana's model from village pilots to a 25,000 GPU supercluster offers a very rare answer. And this is what it is: local innovation with global muscle, ensuring India isn't locked out of the AI revolution. Sovereign data pipelines, giving startups and researchers across to access, to trusted high quality data sets. Inclusive growth, proving that a farmer in Mancherial can now access the same AI benefits as a founder in Hyderabad. This is how a state moves from being a tech consumer to an AI nation builder. From a single village where farmers schedule irrigation with machine learning to a megawatt AI city shaping India's $1 trillion digital economy. Telangana has drawn the roadmap for India's AI century. Well, it's time to say goodbye from front page on AIM Network, India's definitive media organization on everything AI and technology. Front page is powered by Cypher 2025. We sure hope we see you there. as it is India's biggest AI summit and expo, with luminaries like Mr. Priyank Kharge giving a keynote speech, Mr. Leander Pace sharing his experiences, and so much more. It is where the AI magic will unveil from 17th to the 19th of September at KTPO Whitefield, Bengaluru. We sure hope that you are there. And for now, think AI, think AI aim. But don't go anywhere, because when we are back after these short messages, we are going to be back with Debunked. And today we're going to have some fun with Nano Banana. Yes, it's going to be improv. Be back to see what madness will unfold on Debunked.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I've seen this place grow from strength to strength.
Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Artificial intelligence. AI. Coexisting. AI.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I have seen this place grow from strength to strength.
Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Debunked. And yes, today on Debunked, we are going to be doing a lot of random stuff which is creative, stuff which is, well, strange at times. And that has nothing to do with the fact that Abhishek is joining me. Abhishek from Adavi is here, and I'm so excited that you're here, my boy. And today we are going to be going ahead and enjoying what Nano Banana is going to be flexing in terms of its muscles. So if you're all set, Abhishek, take it away.
Thank you so much, Sudhi. Coincidentally, I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore last time.
Oh yeah, I remember. God sakes, तुम्हारी continuity कभी टूटती नहीं है.
Yeah. So today our plan will be a bit different.
Okay.
Right? So I have 10 ready-made prompts.
I'm already excited.
Yeah. We will just throw it to Gemini. We will see what it does, and based on that, we will judge it.
Okay.
And those 10 prompts are with too much diversity, as diverse as we can be, so that we can judge it in all the aspects. Okay. Starting with this viral thing that is going all over the social media and all.
Yes.
So there is one person sitting on their desk, and then at the background, some 3D sculpting is taking place on the monitor.
Right.
And then there is a box on which
The
this
same
is the image.
yeah.
Looks like that they have created a miniature image,
Correct.
3D model of that
Correct.
person, and then they are selling it in
It
the
would be
box.
nice to have a box of one's own, right?
Yeah, it will be nice. So why not have it with your face, right?
I'd love that. I don't know how
So-
other people will take it.
So
but yeah.
let's do one thing. Let's put Gemini to work. Meanwhile, we can talk.
Yes, we can. Abhishek,
Sure.
looking forward to it. So these
So-
10 prompts that you have, figured out,
Yeah.
is there any chronology to them? Is there any
Yeah, I'll explain that.
order, etc.?
Yeah, let me just put it to work.
Please go ahead.
Then
Let me
I
not
will just
disturb you.
explain. So uploading the image first. Where is Sudhi? Here is Sudhi. You identify yourself?
I don't know. I couldn't see. Who took the photo? You did.
Yeah, I did. I don't know what you were doing.
Abhishek,
in
this
that
is
posture
weird
there.
talking going on. I'm not very excited about it.
So the thing is, this viral 3D modeling trend that is going on.
Right.
So I have also taken the prompt that people are using.
Okay.
But just to make the people understand that you need not just copycat that.
Okay.
Right. You can bring your own imagination, whatever you want.
Your
you can
own
just write
flavor
it.
to it.
Yeah. So I have written this myself just to show you that if you are crisp enough, clear enough, you can achieve that. Right.
Fair enough.
So make this person sit in an office desk facing the camera and posing with a
Understood.
smile.
Right.
At the back, there is a big monitor on which 3D model of the same person is being developed.
Got it.
On the desk, there is a box containing the 1:8 miniature model of the person. The box has the image of the model, and on the box, it's written, created with Gemini.
Fair.
Right? I will just copy and paste it there, and let's see what happens.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. And there is a person behind. So we hope that it will be able to handle that.
Is he your friend?
No, I don't know him. So let's see what it does. Meanwhile, I will show you that what we have planned.
Tell us. Yeah,
So-
because nobody wants to keep seeing that face.
Yeah. So the thing is, first is that 3D modeling trend that we will be going to cover. Then we will see text to image capability. Here we have already given one image as reference.
Got
right?
it. And what a wonderful image you gave.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dashing personality.
Yes.
Then we will see Image to image,
Okay.
image to image transformation, how it does. And then
3D
effect
effect of
to
flat
flat
character.
characters.
Okay.
Like suppose a kid is doing a drawing,
Sure.
it doesn't have much depth or
Sure. Understood.
yeah, shadow effect and all.
Got it.
So it's not 3D, it's essentially 2D. But how to give 3D effect to that? We will try something
I
on
got
those
distracted when I read the word cow. Anyway, carry on.
Then there is one section, adherence to strict requirements. Like suppose you are going for your passport photo or you are
Sure,
going
fair
for
enough, yes.
visa.
For a visa application
Yeah,
or things
so
like
there
that.
are
Yeah.
some strict requirements. So
Sure.
if we can give it a casual photo and give that requirement directly, then can it
Can it
bring that photo?
generate? Yeah, exactly.
So that is what we will test.
Okay.
Then there is product design iteration. Like if you have been to see e-commerce websites and all, so on different angles, models photo is taken.
Sure, absolutely.
So can we do like we just take one photo and then
So let's say
rest
we
are
just take the front panorama of the photo and
Yeah.
then we just put it in and then we see.
rest is AI generated. Is
Fair
that
enough.
possible?
Fair.
And then abstract concept visualization. This happens especially when you are making slides or when you are working on a video. You have some idea.
But you can't really exactly put it down.
Yeah, so some idea is flowing in my brain and I want to just visualize this scenario with an image.
Understood.
So if I just throw such kind of prompts to it, how it reacts, what kind of image
Wow.
it can bring. So
Wow.
that also we can test. Then there is image to text. You just give it an image
And then
and you ask it that explain whatever is there.
Got it.
Then what happens, we will see that. Then aspect ratio adjustment. Like suppose it's 16:9, you want 1:1.
got it.
So it is the easiest thing to do. People think that it will be able to do it, but there is a twist.
Okay.
We will see.
Okay.
And similarly, combining multiple images. Like suppose V2 are here, we provide it an image, V2 discussing, and we want to say introduce Sachin sir between us as a third panelist.
Right.
So how it does that, we will see that.
Although we are not inviting him, but anyway.
Yeah, virtually we can
Force
do
fit
that.
him.
Let's see what it has done. Okay, so
Not
pretty
bad.
nice job, right? And what we had asked that created with Gemini, so it has tried to write it here. And you are sitting here, you are smiling, right? And then 3D is
But
sculpting
tell
is
me
happening
this,
behind.
the my pose doesn't match from the previous image, point one.
Yeah,
The one in the box seems like, I'm like the cheapest available plastic toy in the market. And that is something which I can't even explain.
so the thing is that logically, this should match with this,
Okay.
which is matching, right? So immaterial of what pose you are giving.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
It is making a
Making sure that I'm
miniature-
sitting on the desk.
Yeah, so it is making a miniature model out of you. So that you can define that I want my model to be in sitting posture or standing posture.
Fair.
or
That's what I
lying
was trying to
posture.
understand.
Yeah. So whatever you want, you can just prompt it. So by default, since I didn't specify that,
Correct.
so by default it has taken that from this
So you can
image,
replicate the same position onto the box. You can do all of that. That's
all
what
of
I was
that you
trying
can
to
do.
understand.
Exactly. So it's all about how you put it.
Put it across. Fair.
Yeah. So like
And also, sorry, very important information for all our viewers. All the prompts that Abhishek has just talked about, they shall be available in the bio later for you guys to go ahead and use them and experiment and maybe infuse them with your own creativity.
Yeah.
Coming back.
Meanwhile, let's put it to work again and then
Yeah,
we will discuss.
yeah.
So this is text to image. We will just provide the text and then we will discuss. So let's put it here and let me explain what this is. So a hyper-realistic figurine again, Indian classical Bharatanatyam dancer in full traditional attire. And then we have specified exactly what we want. And then we will
So
see.
I'll be in a sari?
No, not you.
Okay, fair.
This is text to image.
Okay,
so
got it, got it.
your reference is not there.
Fair enough. Thank you.
So the figurine is in a graceful mudra pose. Everything is
Nice.
explained beautifully.
Nice.
And we will see that how much it is able to replicate.
Fair. And that's a
One-
very detailed prompt.
Yeah. So one more thing I would like to say that at our home, sometimes it happens that few of our members say that उस room में उस drawer पे वो रखा है, please
correct,
ले आओ,
correct.
right?
That
So
also sounds a lot like Rohit Sharma, but yeah.
so the thing is you are using too many pronouns, right?
Right.
The correct way of communicating it will be that in say living room,
Sure.
On the east side, there is
Sure,
a drawer.
sure.
On the second shelf, this black box is written.
Sure.
Just fetch that for me.
Sure.
Right. So similarly, we are so used to communicating with pronouns, like we tend to use those when we are interacting with systems like this also, and that is the biggest mistake that we do.
Okay, so
Right,
that is a point to be
so
noted.
whenever we are prompting things, we have to be very precise, very exact that what do we
Fair.
want. Otherwise, it will make its own assumptions. Right?
Got it.
So
Best of luck, Rohit.
yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
nice. So we had said that you have to it should be a 1:7 miniature thing, which should look exactly like a real dancer.
Yeah, he's done a wonderful job.
And as I can see that whatever details I had provided, it has done justice to that.
Sure.
Right. So really good work. And of course, it's really fast. We had discussed last time also that it's 6 times faster than the other
yes,
models
yes,
that are
that's
out
true.
there. And
But have you seen one thing, Abhishek? I mean, from the time that you wore this shirt the last time, and then that was the time we were all excited because we had called it out as on AIM that Nano Banana is getting launched. From those days
yeah,
to now,
yeah,
it's been one fabulous journey because we were struggling right in the beginning. Maybe also you had mentioned that it was still in maybe a test phase or whatever.
yeah,
But now it's doing just remarkably well.
yeah. Things have improved a lot from
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but still there are some points that are still lagging. So we will discuss that as we
Sure, let's go
along.
ahead.
Yeah. So by 9th or 10th point we reach,
You will
realize that,
Okay, fair.
okay, that there are still few things to be
But
improved
still
with.
extremely encouraging. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still the best, probably the tool on the market.
So this is the image that I have taken,
Ah, nice. Good old days.
and let me put it to work again.
Sit face to face, okay?
So now I'm telling it that we should sit face to face, like we are doing some discussion.
We're playing chess.
No, no.
I know. I mean, I'm
So,
just giving you an example.
Yeah, so we are sitting in boardroom, and I have specified that you are holding some papers in your hand, and I have also specified that you are wearing a white shirt,
Okay.
and the person on the right.
Okay, so
this
now
is
you're
for
like
me.
really putting it into a grind in terms
Yeah.
of a test.
So I'm wearing navy blue shirt, black blazer with a maroon tie.
Okay, very
Let's see
interesting.
what it does with me.
Fair.
I'm excited.
I'm sure it'll do well since you received the banana. My God, you look stunning.
Yeah. So
Of course, I'm a little questionable, but yeah.
so the thing
Why
is,
does it look like you're firing me?
yeah. So again, so that detail we didn't provide.
Okay, fair.
But we had.
But you thought it.
Yeah. I yesterday you were doing a resume. So today is your interview. So,
Well done. Huh.
so the thing is that I told it that we are into a serious discussion. I think I mentioned that word here.
Okay, our
yeah.
our producer is again standing with a whip and telling us that we don't have too much time, so we'll have to run through this.
Yeah, so being into some serious discussion.
No, I'm
that is
telling
there,
you,
yeah.
he's a party pooper. He never lets us have fun.
Make an animated image at depth
Of our
and 3D.
producer. I wish you could do that, but now.
So now we are going with 3D effect, adding 3D effect. So for that, I already have an image. Let's see if it is able to add that. So this is the image. Like
Shit, that does look a lot like our producer. No, maybe not.
Like a second class or third class.
Maybe
third
this
standard
is
kid. Yeah, has. And we just want it to have some 3D effects, like this cow is grazing in a grassland, sun
Fair
is
enough.
setting,
Fair
and it should have 3D effect. It should not look like this flat kind of thing. So let's see what it does. Meanwhile, let's see what next we have. Then next we have
This is the one, yeah.
district
Okay.
requirements.
Yeah.
So in this, what we can try, we can put your photo there, and then
You're enjoying this, no?
yeah.
Oh, you're getting me a visa. Okay, great. Let's go.
Yeah. So and this part of the prompt that I have exactly copied from those photo requirement things that they have on their official website.
Okay. Fair.
So we will see that if we just provide that text to it, what
will
it
it
does.
be able to do so?
Will it be able to do that? So that we will test.
Fair.
Yeah.
Nice. Lovely.
So
Such a majestic cow, man.
and see the patterns it has copied, right? It's the same cow in 2D and 3D. And
okay, now listen. He's genuinely getting antsy about this, the producer. So what we need to do is we
Yeah.
need to get into that zone very quickly
Yeah.
where you feel that the tool goes through issues.
Okay. So let me
Although the
just
visa one would have been fun.
put your photo here. So
On the cow?
no.
Okay.
And transform this image to make it. I'm just changing the aspect ratio.
So we're going with like a moot point.
Let's see what it does.
Hmm.
And similarly, we have just next thing.
Mm. Sorry, I had to do that.
Again, in combining multiple images also, this is a place where
You have seen that it just gets into an issue.
yeah, it will get into issue if we try that. Just pray that it finishes off quickly, then we can test
I
that
am
also.
praying at the end of the day. I don't know about my producer's reaction. What happened?
See, again, it is not 1:1 aspect ratio.
Ah.
Yeah. So similarly,
No, I had a slight cramp in my hamstring. That's what I was
since
tending to.
we don't have much time, I will just explain that even if you tell it that expand it width-wise
Sure.
to include more context so that it can be changed to say 16:9 or something, it won't be able to do that.
Okay.
Sometimes it will be,
So
but
that's
most
where
of the
it's
times
right now.
it
That's
won't be
where
able
it's
to.
encountering
Yeah, so
issues.
the place where you feel that it's the easiest thing to be done,
It's
there it will fail.
okay.
So they have focused more on the hard
That's
part.
life.
They have focused more on the hard part, but
Right.
a few things here and there, I think if they are watching it, maybe they can correct it
I'm
quickly.
sure they will. But Abhishek, thank you so much
Yeah.
for this wonderful little display and demonstration of Nano Banana. I have to say, it has improved
Yeah.
leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
And it's probably the craze, and rightly so. And of course, as I had mentioned earlier, all the prompts that Abhishek had written down are going to be available in the bio for all of you guys to go ahead and maybe copy and experiment with and try out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fun. And if you have some prompts that you want to share with us and you want us to try out, we're more than happy to do so. So till we meet again on Debunked, and as always, as I request you, please let us know if if there's anything else, any tech, any tool that you want us to debunk on Debunked. We'll be more than happy to do so. But till then, this is Abhishek and I. We'll do this in unison. Huh? Before we say bye-bye, we have to do this in unison.
Okay.
Be there.
Be there. Okay.
At
Cypher
2025. Say it with a smile, Abhishek.
Cypher 2025.
Yes, yeah, which kicks off from the 17th of September till the 19th of September. Yes, at KTPO Whitefield.
At KTPO Whitefield.
No, Bengaluru. You were supposed to fill the blank. But yes, it is where the AI magic will unveil itself. And trust me, it is going to be more than 4,000 people over a course of 3 days. But I assure you, you will still be able to spot Abhishek because of his height. And he'll be doing a lot of interesting stuff. So come there, because that is where the AI magic unveils itself.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.